Hello, everybody. This is the last song in Rock My Bean.
Today.
Not
forever.
no,
just today.
I didn't say
it's
that.
It's not the end of our show.
I didn't meant to say that.
Just want to make it clear.
So, we are going to listen to Led Zeppelin, the Immigrant Song, which was performed in 1972 in February 27th in Sydney in Australia.
Yes.
And now Sydney and Australia. Australia is such a wonderful continent. Yeah, it is very close to New Zealand.
It is.
It is very close.
In the same part of the world, yeah.
Yeah. But
have you ever heard this song before? Have you ever heard Led Zeppelin before?
Yes.
You have? What song have you heard?
I heard... Oh, I don't remember the songs.
But you have heard something.
Yeah, I've heard... Yeah.
Okay, well, Mark is not fully versed or versed much in Led Zeppelin. He might have heard it and didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
This, I think, is my favorite Led Zeppelin song.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones. It's like Rush. There's so many good songs, it's hard to compare
Led
them.
Zeppelin.
Hard to make one better than the other. They're all great songs.
Yeah.
But we have never done Led Zeppelin yet. Never did a Led Zeppelin song on this show at all, except we did the review on John Bonham over a year ago.
Yeah.
So this is the first time in over a year we've done a Led Zeppelin. So this is my favorite song of theirs. I love the subject matter. It's about the Vikings and coming into Iceland and coming into Great Britain. But also, this is a live version. And I think the live version, this particular live recording is the best version of this song I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It's a good song in the studio, but it's better live. And this one is, I think, the best that's recorded. You're going to hear John Bonham's drums here like thunder. Just bam. Just this powerful force of nature. And Jimmy Page's guitar is just outstanding. Robert Plant's vocals are amazing. And
Robert Plant's
vocals, he's the lead singer, are just amazing. And of course, John Paul Jones's bass work is just outstanding. Everything here is top shelf.
It's just like Geddy Lee.
Yeah, they're right up there with Rush. I put Rush and Led Zeppelin about in the same category. So this is an amazing song.
Yeah.
And we got to do Led Zeppelin. If we're going to do it, we're going to do this. So here we are.
Led Zeppelin, this kind of sounds like Black Sabbath.
Well, they're different in that Black Sabbath was sounded sonically different.
Yeah.
And they were trying to do a different thing. Yes, it was hard rock.
Yeah.
Like Led Zeppelin in some case. But Led Zeppelin was tied more to blues than Black Sabbath was. Oh, Black Sabbath did have blues in their music.
Yeah.
And they weren't trying to be a particular kind of band.
Yeah.
They just played what they liked and what they were good at.
Yeah.
And they were really good at it.
Yeah.
So here we go with the Immigrant Song. And this is a song about the Vikings coming to the British Isles and the conquest of the Danes and etc.
Yeah.
It's a song about Vikings.
Yeah. So it's a historical song.
It's a historical song, exactly. So here we go with the Immigrant Song from Sydney, Australia, 1972.
Enjoy.
Hit it.
That was cool! Thank you, Led Zeppelin. I thought I could play that song, but the bass drum was.
I know.
Yeah, but I could do the hi hat and the snare. It's just the bass drum.
Oh man.
It's just a.
Let me tell you, I can play this song, but it is a workout.
Yeah.
It's a workout, folks. This recording, I think this is the best drum part, the best guitar part, the best bass part that was ever done for this song by this band. This recording is just so damn good. It's just, you listen to it and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is superhuman music. It's not even, the people are playing so good. Okay, you've heard Led Zeppelin before. Have you ever heard this before?
No.
Okay. What did you think? What's your
really good?
I mean, why is it really good?
Because of the music, the composition of this.
Wow.
I really love the structure because the structure was so goofy, and just because the rhythm of those drums, and the bass drum, boom, 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 boom.
Oh yeah.
It was like Neil Peart's bass drum.
Yeah, John Bonham was he was working those triplets on the bass drum. He was just really going. I mean, he was just going crazy on that drum set.
Yeah.
And the accents were so good, and the accents, way better than the studio version. I won't even play the studio version because this is the best one.
Yeah.
This is just the best recording of it.
Yeah.
John Bonham's bass.
Yeah. It's just like it's just like stuck with the bass guitar.
Yeah, he's not just going boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
He's
yes, he is.
That was just amazing. That was it wears you out. It's so exhausting. It's so much energy in it.
Yeah.
That when I was 72, I was 11 years old. I wasn't even listening to Led Zeppelin at 11. It wasn't until I got like 15, 16 years old. But this was already history by that time.
Yeah.
But I really got into Zeppelin when I did.
Yeah. What was your favorite, what was your first song that you played on the drum set?
Ever?
Yeah.
The first actual song.
Yes.
The first actual song I was probably about, 11 years old. 12, and I had my little old Gretsch used drum set.
Yes.
With gold swirl rims.
Yeah.
And I got it. My mom got it at the music center used, so it was kind of beat up and bashed up. But I had friends. One guy in my block was trying to learn guitar, and someone else would learn bass, and they wanted me to play a song. They wanted to play. They want me to play Wipeout. Now, if you know what Wipeout is, it's a song from the early 60s.
Yeah.
With the drums. A lot of drums, and I couldn't play it, not at 12 years old.
Yeah.
And then they want me to play Stairway to Heaven, which was the Zeppelin song at the time, very popular. I couldn't play that either. They want me to play Oh God, was it the Hawaii Five-O theme song? That was a TV show in the '60s called Hawaii Five-O.
Yeah.
Had a great music theme. Starts out with the drums. And they'll me to play that. And I couldn't play that either. But those are the first songs I tried to play with other kids my age, and I couldn't do it. But that's the first ones. The first actual songs that I tried to play. But
have you tried?
I went to a Led Zeppelin concert.
Yeah.
And saw them there. And,
you went there with your friends or by yourself?
A friend, high school friend.
Or you went there with your Elaine and John?
No, it wasn't with Elaine. It wasn't with your mom. It was with a couple friends. We went and saw them, and we got nosebleed seats in the back. Yeah. But it was crazy. It was back before they had assigned seats. So first come, first serve. And we poured. It was in Chicago. We poured in, and it was crazy, folks. You don't know what concerts were like in the 70s, early 70s, before they got assigned seating. It was actually dangerous in some places. Like to be on the floor, it was dangerous. But there was pot smoke in the air. There was cigarette smoke. It was wild mayhem, okay? And when Zeppelin came on, it got wilder.
It was just a big sauerkraut
giant party.
Giant party.
Giant party. And
of course, with smoking and drinking.
There was smoking and drinking and drug use and everything. It was absolutely insane.
It was terrible.
Well, the environment was not conducive to really getting into the music. But you got caught up in the energy of it. And as a 16-year-old or 17, I forget, I got caught up in it. You know, I was probably smoking some weed and stuff. But I never did any hard drugs. Or I was drinking beer, obviously. But, you know, I forget part of the concert because I was under the influence of some marijuana because it was in the air. You could just, and it would just get in you. And you could get high just breathing the air. You didn't have to actually bring a doobie with you. Anyway, I want to get into that.
Yeah.
But that was the experience of a Zeppelin concert.
Yeah.
But the music was incredible. Incredible. And I'm so glad I saw them because in 1980 they ended. It was over. And that was it. So
because John Bonham died.
Exactly. So the band just ended. And
Led Zeppelin is not the same way as John Bonham.
I was in college when that happened. I was in a class and the word got out that John Bonham had died before their tour. And the guy sitting next to me in college class just started weeping. He started crying because he was a huge Zeppelin fan. He was like, "It's over. I can't believe it's over."
Yeah.
He was going to go see them. Their new album had just come out.
Yeah.
And now there wasn't going to be a tour. It was over. So
yeah.
That was really a moment, it was kind of like when John Lennon was shot. It was one of those moments where you just remember exactly where you were and what happened.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is the Immigrant Song.
Yeah.
And I know your brother likes this song a lot. And a lot of people like this song.
Yeah.
And it's about Vikings. It's about the Viking invasion of the of the British Isles in the early Middle Ages, late Dark Ages.
Yeah.
And you know, Zeppelin wrote a lot of songs about British mythology, culture. They liked stuff about that.
The same thing as Iron Maiden.
Yeah. There were similarities in that regard, yes.
Yeah, the same thing.
But the music was different. Iron Maiden was a metal band, and they didn't get into the blues, whereas Zeppelin was a blues-based rock band.
Iron Maiden was more like a rock music because it was not.
Well, it's a whole different ball game. But they were both hard rock. The word metal didn't even exist then, so no one knew what metal was.
Heavy metal became in the 90s.
Well, it came in the 80s, but they didn't know what to call it, so they just started calling it heavy metal. But we didn't know it was heavy metal at the time. We just thought it was hard rock. So, all right, folks. Well, that's it. We've heard "Immigrant Song" by Led Zeppelin, my favorite recording and song of Led lot but I like a lot of their songs. This is just one of many, and we're going to do some more down the road for Mark to hear.
Yeah.
So we can get him into some Zeppelin stuff because we've been doing Rush and ABBA, and I think he's going to like Led Zeppelin. It's different, but it is very, very good. They're right up there as one of the greatest rock bands of all time. Definitely at the top of the mountain.
Yes.
With Rush and maybe the Beatles. And, I mean, that's about it. There's not too many more.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Mark, say goodbye, everybody.
Thank you so much, and see you later.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your comments. Like, subscribe, and share. Please hit that notification bell, and please subscribe if you like what we're doing here.
Thank you so much, and have a great weekend.
Yes, by all means, check out our ABBA reactions that are going on,
our
Rush reactions, and don't forget Mark's next Let's Dance.
Let's Dance.
Let's Dance
channel.
channel.
Oh, you want me to change the name of it?
No, you got a good name. Let's Dance channel, and it's just me. I'm a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Let's Dance channel where he reviews 80s synth pop, rock,
Eurodisco,
music from the 90s, pop music.
Yes.
More pop music than we do.
I also reviewing Lion Ross.
Yeah, so if you like these music, go check him out. I'm on the show sometimes.
Yeah.
So, I help listen to some of the stuff
Lion Ross.
I've never heard before, so it's a reaction for me.
Yeah.
It's a reaction for Mark. So.
Yeah. Lion Ross, Modern Talking, Fresh Fox.
A lot of Eurodisco.
80s music.
A lot of 1980s American pop, synth pop.
Yeah.
Synth pop. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks again, folks, for coming. Remember to keep smiling, stay happy,
and keep rocking on.